Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and in this video, we're going to conduct a features inspection and performance evaluation of the all-new 250 Dauntless from Boston Whaler. This is the latest evolution of the series and offers options to dial it into specific uses, all while being able to transition from a hard fishing platform to a family runabout with little more than a hosing off. Let's take a look, starting at the stern. The cockpit is 25 inches deep for safety, and it's self-draining with large drains to both sides. At the stern is a casting deck with all hardware mounted flush to eliminate any trip hazards. There are 2 rod holders to each side, and a 35-gallon aerated bait well is in the center and under a hatch that's both gasketed and held open with a stainless steel support strut. To port and starboard, the seating is created by opening the hatch, flipping the seat back out, and adding the lower cushion from the same compartment, and that attaches with a snap in front and a magnet at the rear. And these seats are remarkably ergonomic. Grab rails are to the tops of the bulwarks and mounted into a recess. High rails that surround the boat are another option. Behind are 2 more hatches. The one to starboard conceals the 4-step reboarding ladder, and notice it's angled away from the sharp running gear of the engine for safety. A freshwater shower with a pull-out wand is to the transom alongside the starboard seat. Just ahead and to the back of the helm seat, there are 2 rod holders and 4 beverage holders. Below is storage, including space to accommodate a 5-gallon bucket. 3 drawers are on stainless steel sliders with ball bearings. A grab rail is against the seat back with another rail integrated into that for easier use. We continue forward through the 20-inch wide side deck to either side of the console. At the front of the console is a double-wide lounge seat. Flip-down armrests are to both sides with beverage holders, a grab handle, and speakers beneath. Under the large cushion is a 27 by 30-inch storage, including storage for 7-foot rods. The 18-gallon water tank is just to the front of the compartment. Forward is a large sun lounge, and to both sides are convertible seat backs that transform the bow into dual chaise lounges. Notice how the 70-inch rails to both sides have integrated beverage holders nestled into a molded recess. We can remove the cushions to create a casting platform, and underneath are 2 compartments. The aft one being insulated self-draining storage, the forward is an anchor locker. For added UV protection, a bow shade can be supported with carbon fiber stanchions. The head is accessed from the starboard side of the console. There's a convenient grab handle over the door, and the geometry of the door adds width right where the shoulders will be when entering, providing just a bit more room. The door is also mounted to tension hinges, so it doesn't swing closed, nor will it bang against the console when opening. And this is a perfect example of attention to detail of the little items. Inside is a standard porta-potty with a pump out. To the aft bulkhead is the ignition. Moving to operational features, the engine on our test boat was the standard 300 horsepower Mercury Verado V8. Options include a 350 or 400 horsepower. The engine well is contoured to allow the engine to tilt completely out of the water, and to the port side is a raw water washdown connection. Under the starboard casting deck and ahead of the reboarding ladder is a hatch over one of the batteries. The second, along with the battery switch, is to port. 6 8-inch cleats are mounted throughout the boat and in dedicated molded-in recesses. The helm is located to the port side of the console, leaving plenty of room for an observer to starboard. Visibility is through a tempered glass half windshield with 0 distortion to the side curves. At the top of the console, a compass is in line with the wheel. A recessed, self-draining, and padded quick-drop surface surrounding and alongside the compass includes connectivity and charging plugs, along with an inductive charger in the center. A 12-inch multifunction display fits into the panel just above the wheel, which is mounted to a tilt base. To the opposite side, the space can accommodate a second display or this lockable glove box. Between is a Vessel View 4 display with a Fusion Apollo Series stereo just below that. This boat was also equipped with Mercury's active trim that automatically adjusts the engine trim throughout the operating parameters. The helm seat is an upgraded model. It's double wide, includes dual flip bolsters, premium 2-tone upholstery, double stitching, and high-density foam. Flip stainless steel and padded armrests are to both sides. There are several options for this seat, including a leaning post with a flip seat back, and underneath can be insulated storage or a second live well. All of this is under the protection of the optional fiberglass T-top with an optional glacier green coloring underside that matches the hull color, and grab handles are integrated into the supports that can be ordered in white or black. And notice how the supports are integrated into the console rather than impeding on the side deck space. PFD storage is underneath. 4 rocket launcher style rod holders are mounted to the trailing edge. In the center is a tow point. Options include a canvas T-top or a bimini for the height restricted areas. The Boston Whaler 250 Dauntless has a length overall of 25 feet 8 inches, a beam of 8 feet 6 inches, and a draft of 15 inches. With an empty weight of 3,917 pounds, half fuel, 2 people, and test power, we had an estimated test weight of 5,214 pounds. With a single 300 horsepower Mercury V8 turning a 16 by 18 3-bladed inertia prop and wound up to 5,600 RPM, our speed topped out at 47.3 miles per hour. Best cruise came in at 4,000 RPM and 33.2 miles per hour. At that speed, the 10.6 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into 3.1 miles per gallon and a range of 253 statute miles, all while still holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's 90-gallon total fuel capacity. She has excellent responsiveness to the throttle. Pin it forward and she'll come up on plane in an average 2.6 seconds, pass through 20 in 4.5 seconds, and continue on through 30 in 6.6 seconds. The hull has been completely redesigned with a dead rise that went from 16 degrees on previous versions to 18 degrees on this hull. She handles like a sweetheart with a solid feel to her maneuvering. Turns are stable with no oscillation, and thanks to the active trim, there's no need to adjust to avoid prop ventilation. Slicing through wakes was a good exhibition of how nicely this hull performs, and try as I might, I couldn't get spray to come aboard. There isn't a boat in the Boston Whaler's lineup that has adverse characteristics, and that's to be expected from this premium brand. Even with the smaller end of the series, there's a complete attention to detail at every turn. This 250 Dauntless is another example of how far the design team will go for every boat, and with her solid build, she'll be around for generations. This is certainly among the most well thought out and equipped in class. And that's my full features inspection and performance evaluation of the all-new 250 Dauntless from Boston Whaler. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.